Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 416. Today what we're doing is adding a little horsepower to our calf taping. So a lot of times we use kinesiology tape, rock tape in this case, to supply some support to the Achilles tendon. But sometimes we need additional support, especially if we have a good strain or sprain going on. Obviously, you're still going to do activity modification, no jumping down or rebounding box jumps, but this is a way that we can add some integrity to some kinesiology tape, because kinesiology tape does give dynamic support, but sometimes we need that little stiffer and sturdier support. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to start out like a very traditional kinesiology tape, taping in the Achilles tendon. We're going to drop down the bottom of the heel right here. We're going to have the person bring their foot up as high as they can, their toes up towards the box. That's going to stretch the back of the skin and really elongate that Achilles tendon, and we're just going to apply paper off tension all the way up to the top, like such, okay? Once we have that tacked down, this is where the extra horsepower comes in. This is called Leuco tape. It's a strapping tape, and as you can see, there's no stretch to it at all, but what it does do is it really sticks well to the kinesiology tape. So it looks like this. It's a harder tape. You're not going to be able to move it or budge it, okay? When it gets stuck together, it sticks pretty well like that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to apply a piece over the area at which the biggest sensitivity is in the Achilles tendon. We already discussed this. It's going to be right here with Elise. Said that right? First time. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to apply that right there. This is called an AC tab, or approximation compression tab, and you're going to see why. All it's going to do is it gives me a little bit of grab or bite. You don't necessarily have to use this, but it works really well, and you'll see exactly why right now. What we're going to do is I'm just going to bring that tape. We already used the kinesiology tape as a background or a backing tape, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture that AC tab that I used, okay? Now from right there, I can rip off that tape, and then I can add that little push, and I'm just going to kind of get that extra horsepower, that extra bite that's going to help push down on that tendon and give that security which we're looking for. However, we're still going to have good dynamic support. We're going to finish this up by using a second piece of kinesiology tape in which we're going to fold in half. This is already pre-measured. If you were going to measure it, it's going to come up halfway to about the bottleneck of the calf on each side. All right? So we rip it in the center. We're going to cover that piece that we just had right there. All right? We're going to leave one side go. And it doesn't matter which side you do first here, but we're going to do a little figure eight that's going to cover right over that spot that you just put the AC tab on. Okay? So it looks like such. And you're not going to use that much stretch at all here, but you are going to use enough stretch that you're able to conform the kinesiology tape to the calf. And that's going to look like your finished product right there. So now you have the regular kinesiology taping type of Achilles tendon protection. However, you're going to have a little bit of extra horsepower. So Elise, come on down, just step on there for me. And what I want you to do is put your toes right there. And kind of, you'll just be able to see how you can put some pressure into it. It's going to still supply some support, but give you some dynamic stability. Cool? Yep. Awesome, Elise. Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.